Hey, Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast crew and audience. It's Avery and IJ here to talk to you about our next topic, which is write-ups. What to expect with write-ups. So much to say there in terms of writing up your write-up and then writing up what you're looking for. And then we kind of get a little bit into going over a resume. Thank you so much for all those who emailed us at nobodytalkspodcast@aol.com. And we received a listener's resume we're going to review, go over a little bit. Really fun stuff. So write-ups, it's kind of to put your resume a little bit more into personality. And that's really the key with the write-up. So you want to make sure you have an effective write-up, kind of a monologue, to show as much characteristics and personality from you. So here you go, and let's listen to another great episode of the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast.
But the write-up is tough, because that was the second point I wanted to make, that the write-up is not easy. Mm-hmm. I've gotten a lot of feedback. It's just too much there. He puts himself out too much. Or sometimes I'll get a girl with it's a Kriya Satara. There's so much on there. Right. So you have to put they call it a description, okay, and then the looking for. So it's like, let's call her Sprinza. Oh, that's really her name. Sprinza is looking for a like-minded, smart individual who is hashkafically and emotionally solid. Gosh, these are great.
Really get
He should have passion. He should be driven. Who takes his education and life goals seriously. Also should have good values and midos. Sprinza would appreciate a young man who is intelligent, warm, good-hearted, family-oriented, ambitious, driven, good sense of humor, and perhaps a little bit taller than she is. Of course, he must be able to balance contemporary life with Torah values. Right. Please contact me at bleep. Okay, we'll bleep that part out. Yeah. No, that's a great write-up. Very good. Clap, clap, clap. I don't know. How do you feel about this? The looking for descriptions. It's a lot of stuff. Everyone's going to say the same exact thing. Back to structuring the resume. We spoke about references. So key, so important. That can be a very big add of value. There's a lot of information here. One time I actually got a Dor Yesharim number, which is pretty cool. There was a Dor Yesharim number in the resume.
Giving you a hint there or something?
But that's and by the way, everyone has. There's J Swab. Is it J Swab?
J Swipe?
No, that's J Swipe. No, there's Dor Yesharim, and then there's J something. It was in Soon Bayou.
Sound a little too.
There was something in Soon Bayou where if you you could get tested, genetically testing, which is very important. Always a great opportunity. So that's a great thing. This resume is awesome. These markups we had our staff work on, where they wrote. But you write down a lot. Generally, you're going to write down a lot of things. So you have education, camps. Camps is good. Sometimes I see camps on it. Sometimes I don't. It's great for guys should put down where they went to camp. Why not? Camp is a big part of your life. If you don't have any camp, then don't put it on. Occupation. Put down what you do. Everyone jumps to occupation.
Like, be honest.
Unemployed. In between things.
A big thing about resumes: do not lie. Do not start your relationship on a lie. We've all been there.
I'm Barack Obama Jr.
Yeah. Don't be a liar on your resume, because you don't want to start a relationship off on a lie, because then your whole relationship structure is based off of this. Hey, look, he went to a master's program. He's in a master's program. He never started the master's program. What type of guy is this? What else is he lying to me about?
Alec Baldwin is his third cousin once removed.
Yeah. No, that would be terrible. That's like calls for divorce right there. That's called frivolous.
Agreed.
No, we don't say the
Agreed.
D word around here.
No.
Unless you're liberal. It's like the D word.
One interesting thing that I have gotten a lot from my guys who I set up is they notice girls don't put down if they're a lawyer or a doctor anymore. They'll just write like medical professional, law professional.
Interesting.
Could be very, it is an intimidating thing for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We're living in very different times. You and me are very both pro women out there writing all the things, and they get so much done.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What do you write exactly in that description?
Yeah.
Occupation, like exact job, or prospects. Applying to law school. Number one sell, by the way.
Right. Applying to law school. That's a good sell. Yeah. But, some girls tell us about all the pet ed camps and I said this, I said that. And found in schools. Like, you just want to have the idea that they're kind of on a direction and on a path within their resume. You just want to know that they know what they're doing. Because like a girl who doesn't, it could be a little scary. Some girls, like they're 21 and they're still thinking about fashion, which means they're just shopping on Barney's or their
if they're a
21
WhatsApp group administrator, very big, very popular, very happening. WhatsApp group administrator. That's great. We had
Miami trip organizer.
Miami trip. We yeshiva break coordinator. No, but we had a discussion actually off mic, and we were talking about how education really has changed for the past few years. I mean, 10 years ago, you were done. If you didn't go to college, you couldn't get a date.
Yeah.
You were really in trouble. Wow. Today, it doesn't matter. You can make money in so many other ways, and it's such a good thing.
IJ, how many girls have you gotten that are makeup artists, and they're making €80,000
They're killing it. I don't want to say, I don't want to let everyone know. I don't want to let our IRS listeners know. But they're killing it, those makeup artists. They're doing great.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of marketing people out there also doing very good.
And they're putting their husband accountants out of jobs.
Good for them. Good for them.
Oh, it's a trade-off.
Right, they are.
Yeah. But there's so many girls like that. And you have to give them credit. They don't want to go to college. They don't want to conform. They have this unique gift. And they're doing very well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think it's so good. When you go to college, you get a little part of your creativity is kind of pulled away. The spark is gone.
Yeah.
You spend 4 years. Unless you have a podcast, right? It's funny because we're actually both highly educated people. I got a master's degree. You went to good college.
Yeah.
We're both working dudes, but I don't know. College really. It's great if you had it. It's great if you don't. If you're looking for it, write it in there, throw it in there. But think about if it's something you want or you don't want. Putting college on there is the same thing as a certain yeshiva. I'm looking for a guy who went to this yeshiva. Yeah. It's the same. It's going to be the same exact line. It's not what it used to be like.
Some girls you respect that they go to these, quickie yeshiva seminary type programs because they know there's so much fluff in a Queens College and a Brooklyn College that they're going to be caught up with drama classes and art classes and music classes.
Sociology 2012.
Which have no effect on your life. What do you need that? Who needs that?
I paid $3,000 to watch movies for 10 weeks. How dare you?
Who needs that? Seriously.
No, it's a real class I took. It was nice.
Movies?
Great teacher. Teacher was really nice.
Yeah.
But I spent $3,000.
Who needs this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. I didn't. I went to one of the T colleges, one of the Turo University.
I went to CUNY.
We call it.
Yeah, the C and the T.
Yeah. But for some people, they don't need that fluff. There's a lot of fluff in these schools. And you kind of respect the fact that people are just willing to shortcut that and go, hey, I can get a quick college degree and then go to law school.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. And there's so many things out there. So many things out there to do that. I think if you're doing a trade, it's pretty. You're doing a trade, science, whatever. You need college, and if not, if you want to do something else, just figure out how to get it done.
And in 2019, guys like me and IJ don't judge as much anymore. It used to be a real problem.
Yeah.
Probably in like 2008, right after the
Well, we
crisis
were who knows where one of
Discuss.
us was then, but yeah, 2008 to but like literally probably 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah,
it just people stopped caring about that,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. You're gonna have a lot more options on a guy and girl. You're gonna get a lot more numbers in,
Yeah.
a lot more resumes.
Certain
in.
resumes you can still see. Father went to law school, mother went to
Realtor, she's a realtor.
the realtor with
Let's create a resume now.
ID, and the first son went to medical school, and the second son went to law school, and the third son lives in Yerushalayim. We don't talk to him.
And then the
And
fourth
the daughter you're going out with, and
that-
she's the one you want to date, and then it's like, oh my god, she's got every single degree known to mankind, and you're intimidated as anything.
Yeah, that's a very, very intimidating. Right. And it has to match up well. If you're a highly educated person and you're looking for someone who also has got some credentials, it matches up. Look, there's intellectual attraction. That plays that is a huge part of the dating kind of making the match work.
The big thing at the end of the day, what I look for in resumes are people I'm going to go out with. Do they, as a family, are they giving people? Are they welcoming people? Are they open-minded? And that's what's important, because that's at the end of the day what you're going to be living with. You can lose your job 10 years down the line. You could have to work for the biggest law firm, and then their firm could just shut down. You could be in oil, and oil will be bad. You could be in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will be not good again.
Don't remind
You could be
me.
Bitcoin, like what you did with your Bitcoin. But all you could have is giving in-laws and giving parents, and that's all you can rely on at the end of the day.
Yeah.
IJ, what do you say?
Yeah. So occupation is there's a lot there, and I have so much faith in our listeners, because I know that that they'll do the right thing, and whatever works for them. Whatever works for them.
I'll tell you what not to do. Don't be a podcaster. You don't make.
Yeah, we don't need
Except
it.
for this one.
Yeah, this one makes a lot of money. We have a great.
Very good. So you're on.
Yeah, and the last few things. Shul, shul's very shul. You're always going to find what shul people. I don't think millennials look at shul anymore.
They do look at shul. They look where they shouldn't be going.
Oh, I like that.
They
That's
look
actually a
where not
good
to
one.
go, yeah.
That's actually an
Hey,
interesting
look,
point.
there's
Right.
a place people get together 3 times a day. Yeah, let's sit at home and watch Netflix.
Yeah, that's a big thing. That's interesting you mentioned that. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'll always look like, okay, where did I don't want to see them daven? All right, that's true. Okay, not going to work out. But
On the other hand, the shul could be
millennials
really
don't.
nice.
We don't have shuls. So
Well, it could be a
what
positive
do we
thing.
have?
It could be like, she davens in the shul. Well, that's very cool.
Oh, that is a great, very cool.
Kiddush
Very
every
cool.
week. Kiddush club. Sweet.
But all in all, the resume, you have to make sure that you get your life on this resume, and you're able to sell yourself. People are able to get a little bit of a depiction of who you are, what you stand for, where you're coming from, where you're going. So you want to get all that information out there. And it's great. You don't have to run around and waste time. This guy, that girl, this girl. You simply only need to get that resume, look through some things, and say, "Hey, let's try to make it work."
Yeah. And where do you stand on the picture rule, which is a big topic?
Oh, the picture rule, very big,
Big
very
topic.
big. You got to do it. You got to do what works for you. I think everyone listening here to a podcast clearly is going to be willing to look at pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So pictures are good. If you don't do pictures, okay. If you do pictures, here's the deal. If you want someone who looks good, you got to go look good.
Yeah.
Okay. If you like casual pictures, message the shadchan. Say, I'd like to see her in some casual pictures. Mm-hmm. Or if you like someone dressed up, say, I'd like to see him in a suit and like looking nice, like he's going to a wedding or he's going to a bar mitzvah. Don't be afraid to mention that. And then for those who are actually committing this sin of not sending out pictures, this is 2019, man. or girl,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a stack of pictures in your phone. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Put on a dress, put on a suit jacket, go outside, tell the postman, here, Bing, take Bing is my postman. Bing, take a picture of me. Please. Okay, fine. Everyone know. Okay, grab your roommate. Get a nice picture of yourself.
Jerry Myers studio. You don't have to go to any
Yeah.
state of the art. You just want something that makes you honestly representing what you look like, so that we know on the date. And a lot of times, it's not necessarily. You just want to know that it's just not ruled out totally, because there are girls who send pictures and you just, or guys.
Everybody has a look.
Everyone has a look.
Your picture is, you got to make sure your picture is what is representing the better you. I've gotten girls' pictures and said, what the heck, man, they look nothing like this. They're 20 pounds lighter, they're 3 inches taller, right? One of those.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it. I send out pictures of myself that are on my better days. So make sure that picture looks like you. Do both of you all a favor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important.
I've also gone out with girls, and you probably have too, and I think all of us must have, who you get a picture, and you're like, kind of, not such a good picture. But then you go out, they're like, oh, they're much better looking in person.
Yeah.
They look pretty good. Like, they can put themselves together. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, even just dressing, you have to know how to dress. Don't look like a schlump. Don't walk around in sweatpants.
Yeah. There's a dating coach out there who I won't mention, but he has said it many times where he does fake dates, and they get together on whatever it is. He'll kind of train the person, and I'll look at the guy or look at the girl, and be like, "You look ridiculous. Go get some makeup done. Go shave." He says it like it is. Yeah, there are some people out there who don't know how to do that. Know what people like and not like, right? Yeah. Like, look, you get a picture. I mean, I get a picture. I see someone with a lot of makeup. I say, oh, hey, there's someone who wants to put some, some effort and they're the look. And then you get another guy who's going to say, oh, look at this, she's covering herself up with the makeup.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, you got to be you.
Yeah.
Be you is so key.
Totally.
But sometimes you forget who you are in this process. It's not easy.
Something else I like to do, at least I personally like to do, and I recommend it to you, the audience. I really recommend it, is you get a picture of a girl, just look at it once. Don't look at it twice. Don't look at it a third time. Look at it once and then make a decision. Because you'll always go back to that first initial reaction, and don't get enamored with the picture. Don't get disgusted by the picture. Don't let yourself be so into it that you're not looking at Leonardo da Vinci's paintings here. It's a little reference.
I am the Mona Lisa.
Exactly.
Which?
How many times do you have to look at? She went to Mechala and figure out if she went to Mechala, what type of girls. Just look at it once.
And then she transferred halfway through the year to Darche, Sprinza, whatever.
Yeah, and she smokes cigars.
Oh, yeah. Well, and Scotch, hey, that sounds great. That sounds like a great idea.
For you?
For both of us. But, yeah, so look, we covered a lot today on a resume, okay? Things to put down, things to consider, reconsider. So there's a lot of information there that, try to put into to thought going forward.
Totally.
This is Avery and IJ, the Nobody Talks Shidduch podcast.
Have a good night.
The LMNO Broadcast Network.